The Edomite is against himself. All praises, honor, glory goes to Yahweh B'Hashem, Yahweh Shai, B'Hashem, Rachak, Wadash. Double honors to the apostles, elder bishops, the great millstone who rule well. Peace and blessings to you fellow brothers, pushing out this word in truth and sincerity. Coming back with another lesson through the spirit and power of Yahweh, B'Hashem, Yahweh Shai, B'Hashem, Rachak, Wadash. And I'm pretty sure some of you have already seen this. As Trump said in this video, this is going to make for good television. And a lot of this is staged or, first of all, two of these individuals here, you're going to see Zelensky, the president of Ukraine, and Donald Trump. These are two TV personalities. So they're two actors. You have to keep that in mind. Okay. And a lot of this is staged. A lot of it is, set up to draw certain emotions from the people. But at the same time, the Edomite is actually against himself. The Most High is breaking up the Edomite hegemony, the power structure. And we're actually watching the fall of Babylon, and a lot of it's comical. It's unprecedented, certain things that are actually happening. And it's a clear sign that he's losing power. Now, Zelensky said something in this video, and this is all fair use, that I want you to hear, and we're gonna play a little bit of it. I don't have a lot of time, but I kind of wanted, the spirit was on me, so I gotta, I gotta do something. I want to, strike when the iron is hot. I gotta, make a move. But Lord's will, the video's edifying. I want to see if I can get that part. It's an 11-minute video. It was from a press conference. This was just a clip of it, but it's a major clip. It's arguing back and forth. It's really like a reality TV show. Like this is the type of TV that you will want to watch because there's so many emotions, just people just saying whatever they want to say, cursing each other out. But this is America, though. This is the top power in the earth. Okay, and America is fighting their allies. So let me play this. I'm gonna speed it up, but there's a point where I really want. You can watch the rest of the video on your own. I'll put it in the description box or the comment section, and you can watch it. Again, this is fair use. But there's a point what Zelensky basically said. Was he, foreshadowing something to come? Now, us in the know, we know what it is. Okay. Hold on. Let me make sure that sound is up.
And the deal. It doesn't work that way. I'm not aligned with Putin. I'm not aligned with anybody. I'm aligned with the United States of America and for the good of the world. I'm aligned with the world, and I want to get this thing over with. You see the hatred he's got for Putin. It's very tough for me to make a deal with that kind of hate. He's got tremendous hatred, and I understand that, but I can tell you the other side isn't exactly in love with, him either. So it's not a question of alignment. I'm aligned with the world. I want to get the thing set. I'm aligned with Europe. I want to see if we can get this thing done. You want me to be tough? I could be tougher than any human being you've ever seen. I'd be so tough. But you're never going to get a deal that way, so that's the way it goes. All right, one more question.
I have to respond to this. So look, for 4 years in the United States of America, we had a president who stood up at press conferences and talked tough about Vladimir Putin, and then Putin invaded Ukraine and destroyed a significant chunk of the country. The path to peace and the path to prosperity is maybe engaging in diplomacy. We tried the pathway of Joe Biden of thumping our chest and pretending that the president of the United States' words mattered more than the president of the United States' actions. What makes America a good country is America engaging in diplomacy. That's what President Trump is doing.
Can I ask you?
Sure.
Yeah. Okay. So he occupied our parts, big parts of Ukraine, parts of East and Crimea. So he occupied it on 2014. So during a lot of years, so I'm not speaking about just Biden, but those time was Obama, then President Obama, then President Trump, then President Biden, now President Trump, and God bless, now President Trump will stop him. But during 2014, nobody stopped him. He just occupied and took. He killed people. You know what the contact?
2015.
2014
and 2014.
Yeah. So
I was not here.
Yeah,
that's exactly right.
Yes, but during
Just a small interjection. You can see. Again, these guys are actors, but you can see the body language. Like a lot of this, it's like wrestling, right? You have the WWE, right? It's scripted who's going to win, who's going to lose, but there's actually beef between those individual wrestlers. Like they'll fall out, like things actually happen between them, because there's the script, but then they might not personally like a person or the things. It could be a number of different things. And the Most High is you know, we'll get a couple of scriptures. The Most High is doing this. The world is a stage, okay? But you can watch. This is sped up, but if you watch their body language, you know, you can see, okay, these guys are not fond of each other. And Trump, you know, before I want to actually go to blue. Let me get Daniel. Is that Daniel the 7th chapter? Or give me a second. Yeah, Daniel 7. Daniel 7. And this is, and we see why the Most High is going to turn all the allies against Babylon the Great. And Trump might be that guy, that individual that's in there, where these out there, Esau's allied nations, America's allied 8 nations, they're going to have an evil eye towards America. All right, Europe, because the Edomite here in America is not liked. Okay, they're not liked around the world, even amongst Edom. Daniel 7:20, and the 10 horns that were in his head. All right, this is going back to that beast. All right, those 10 horns represent those 10 vassal states that made up pretty much the Roman Empire, and of the other which came up, and before whom 3 fell, which was the British, the French, and the Spanish, if I'm not mistaken. Even of that horn that had eyes and a mouth that spake very great things, whose look was more stout than its fellow. Yeah, because you had another that came up, which is America, which America is more stout. You can just see in the body language, because Ukraine is an Edomite nation. But you can see when we're going to go back and we're going to listen to a little bit more, you're going to see the stoutness. The word there is Rob, great, captain, chief. Down here in a strong definition, captain, chief, great, lord, master, stout. Let's go back to the video. Where is that video? Got all these. Right.
14 till 2022, the situation the same. The people have been dying on the contact line. Nobody stopped him. You know that we had conversations with him, a lot of conversation, my bilateral conversation, and we signed with him. Me, like a new president, in 2019, I signed with him the deal. I signed with him, Macron and Merkel. We signed ceasefire. All of them told me that he will never go. We signed with him with gas contract. Yes, but after that, he broken this ceasefire. He killed our people, and he didn't exchange prisoners. We signed the exchange of prisoners, but he didn't do it. What kind of diplomacy, JD, you are speaking about? What do you mean?
I'm talking about the kind of diplomacy that's going to end the destruction of your country.
Yes, but if you
Mr. President, with respect, I think it's disrespectful for you to come to the Oval Office and try to litigate this in front of the American media. Right now, you guys are going around and forcing conscripts to the front lines because you have manpower problems. You should be thanking the president for trying to bring it into this conflict.
Have you ever been to Ukraine? That you say what problems we have?
I have been to. I've actually watched and seen the stories, and I know what happens is you bring them on a propaganda tour, Mr. President. Do you disagree that you've had problems bringing people into your military? And do you think that it's respectful to come to the Oval Office of the United States of America and attack the administration that is trying to prevent?
And look at his body language. This is very passive aggressive body language right here. Okay, you see Trump. You know this is for the insiders. He's throwing up that hand, that was hand sign. This is for the insiders. If you know what's going on, okay.
The destruction of your country.
A lot of questions. Let's start from the beginning. Sure. First of all, during the war, everybody has problems. Even you, but you have nice ocean and don't feel now, but you will feel it in the future.
But look at that. Look at that. That's really what I wanted. Let me. I'm gonna actually put it on normal. Because he was offended at JD Vance and what he said. Like again, a lot of this is staged, but these individuals don't like each other as well. Okay. And Trump is in here shaking shit up, okay? Look at him. He's going to say something really, really offensive, and Trump is going to get mad, okay?
That is trying to prevent the destruction of your country.
A lot of questions. Let's start from the beginning.
Sure.
First of all, during the war, everybody has problems. Even you, but you have nice ocean and don't feel now, but you will feel it in the future.
Look at that. You see that? Look. You have nice oceans. Right? What is that? Is that Jeremiah 49? Let me see something. believe that's Jeremiah 49. What is that? What is that? Give me a second. Yep. And there's another scripture. Yeah, no, right here. Let's go back. I just got that on deck. But that's Jeremiah 49 and 31, right? Look what he says again. You have a nice ocean. Everybody has problems. You know, even you have problems. He's saying, here it is. He's getting money from the United States, billions and billions of dollars. And he basically coming back. He clapping back.
Has problems. Even you begin.
Trying to prevent the destruction of your country.
A lot of questions. Let's start from the beginning.
Sure.
First of all, during the war, everybody has problems. Even you, but you have nice ocean and don't feel now, but you will feel it in the future.
But you have nice oceans and you don't feel now, but you will feel it in the future. What does that mean? Well, we know ultimately America is going to lock arms with Russia, and also their allies are going to turn against America. Okay, you never know if Ukraine can be taken over by Russia. They can, the old Soviet Union. Okay, Ukraine was part of that old Soviet Union. The Ukrainians are pretty much, they're Russians. They're all the Slavic. They're all the same people. So these type of interactions can actually bring enemies together to come against Babylon the Great, and that's basically what's getting ready to happen. Okay, like NATO, Revelation the 17th chapter, the beast, as we were just reading in Daniel, the beast shall hate the whore. Okay, those were those vassal nations that made up America. I'm sorry, the Roman Empire. Excuse me, that made up the Roman Empire, and they're in league with each other now. Okay.
God bless.
You don't know that.
God bless. God bless.
But then he said, God bless Trump, because he said something very offensive.
Don't tell us what we're going to feel. We're trying to solve a problem. Don't tell us what we're going to feel.
I'm not telling you.
Because you're in no position to dictate that.
That's exactly what you're doing.
You're in no position to dictate what we're going to feel. We're going to feel very...
But what is he alluding to? What are you going to feel? Okay, these are all insiders, of course. But ultimately, we know what's going to happen. America's going to go to war. Okay, and they don't feel that. Well, let me get this scripture. Because he said you got this nice big ocean, basically alluding to you're tucked away. There's nobody. You don't have a border with a aggressive nation to invade you. But he said you're going to feel it in the future. Okay, so what's going to happen in the future? Okay, this is Jeremiah 49. And 31, arise, get you up unto the wealthy nation. Who's that wealthy nation? It's talking about America. Who sends billions and billions of dollars to these foreign countries? Who's able to send billions and billions of dollars to NATO? To Ukraine, excuse me. That's America. Okay, that dwelleth without care. The people here in America, they're not worried about a nation coming to invade them. If you go to Ukraine, the people in Ukraine, they have a different spirit on them. They're actually an invaded nation. They're actually in war with another nation. Their capital has actually been bombed. Okay, they have foreign troops. Okay, coming in, taking over certain parts of the land. So there's blockades. So they're in a different spirit. You Americans, you're in a spirit that dwelleth without care. Okay, you go to your coffee shops, you go to your Chinese restaurants, you go to your high French cuisine, your lower Americans, your Pizza Huts, your burger joints. You go to the game without any care if any enemy coming and take you out. Outside of your own people here in America, these bug outs, people on drugs, these gang members, there's a lot of crime out here, but you're not worried about a foreign enemy. So you are the nation. America is the nation that dwelleth without care. Arise, get you up unto the wealthy nation that dwelleth without care, said the Lord. Okay, which have neither gate nor bars, which dwell alone. And this is pretty much what he said. All right, let's go back. Let's just one more time, and then I got another precept, and we're gonna end it.
Even you
attack the.
And again, watch his body language. Very passive aggressive body language. His hands are crossed. He's mad at what JD Vance just said. Okay,
problems bringing people into your military? And do you think that it's respectful to come to the Oval Office of the United States of America and attack the administration that is trying to prevent the destruction?
And look at Trump's body language. America's more stout than its fellows. America's the most stout, okay, of all the Edomite nations. That's why these other Edomite nations, they don't like America, okay? And ultimately, the Most High is going to put the spirit on the EU, okay, to shoot fire. Okay, the beast shall hate the whore. Why? Now, we understand things are staged, but things are actually happening where they actually don't like these individuals. Okay?
Of your country.
A lot of questions. Let's start from the beginning.
Sure.
First of all, during the war, everybody has problems. Even you, but you...
He just said, even you America, you Americans, you have problems.
have nice ocean.
But you have a nice ocean. What does that mean? You don't have anybody, you don't have an enemy neighboring country that can invade you. Okay, you're pretty much protected. Okay, you're without care, or you're with care. You're without worry.
And don't feel now, but you will feel it in the future.
Look at that. You will feel it in the future. Those are fighting words, and Trump got offended. Let me go to, and this is pretty much the end of Satan's kingdom. Okay. and when you listen to the rest of the video, it's a must watch, really. And it's very entertaining. Trump even said that this is going to cause for entertaining TV. Because he's an entertainer, just like Zelensky. Zelensky is an entertainer. He is an actor. He was an actor. He played in a comedy sitcom. Okay, so this is a lot of this is staged, but again, just like the wrestling, as I spoke about earlier, you have these wrestlers that actually have beef with each other, and things are the Most High is gonna turn these Edomites against themselves. Okay, and World War I, World War II, what was that? That was Edomite fighting each other. Okay, to gain power. Who was going to have the hegemony amongst the Edomite nations? And they're doing that, and it's happening right now. Okay, let me just it's Mark actually. Let me just get that. I could read Isaiah 19:2, but we're just going right. Right. This is Mark 3:24. We'll close it up. And if a kingdom be divided against itself, it says that kingdom cannot stand. And if a house be divided against himself, that house cannot stand. And if Satan rise up against himself and be divided, he cannot stand, but has an end. And this is pretty much, these are both Edomites, Satan. And Zelensky, he's a small hat too. They all tapped in. All right, the small hat behind the scenes is controlling these things. All right, and like they say, all wars are bankers' wars. So they're being drawn into, this Third World War, where they're going to believe that it's going to be limited nuclear Third World War. And after, certain missiles are flown off, they're going to come out of the ashes, and they're going to be able to control everything. This is their thought, but it's going to terribly go wrong. Okay, the Most High is going to destroy America and destroy all the Edomites. Well, Yahushua is getting ready to come back. Okay, and take down all the kings and set up the Israelites, starting with the elect. Okay, so Satan is divided against himself. We're going to see a lot more of alliances breaking up. That's Obadiah as well. Okay, we're going to see a lot more alliances breaking up, a lot more of these Edomite nations fighting each other as they try to, bring in the NWO and try to bring control over the earth. But best believe they're going to still push that MOTB. They're all going to be in agreement with that. Okay, so I pray that the lesson was edifying. Until next time, shalom to the elect.